All right. In last session, we discussed about CRUD repository interface methods. We discussed about CRUD repository methods. Assignment I have given video related to find by
Find by
method. Find by method. I hope all of you completed that
Yes,
video also
yes, sir.
regarding
yes.
how to write the find by
Yes,
methods
sir.
using data JPA. Okay, good. Before going to start the next concept, quickly revise what we discussed in the last session. What is CRUD repository? What is the purpose of CRUD repository, guys?
CRUD
What is the CRUD?
repository,
What is the purpose of CRUD?
Code operation mainly.
CRUD repository is used to perform only the CRUD application.
CRUD repository is predefined
Yes,
interface provided by Spring
JP.
Data JPA. Provided by Spring Data JPA. It contains it contains several methods to perform code operations. It contains several methods to perform CRUD operations. Right now, could you please tell me what are those methods? One is save
Save,
method,
Save method, save
find,
all,
save all,
find by,
find
find by ID,
find
ID
by,
method,
yes, find all,
find by
find all method,
yes, yes,
find all by ID,
find all,
find all by
By
ID.
ID,
ID.
Next one,
delete,
delete method,
delete
delete,
all,
delete all,
Delete by ID.
delete by
delete by
ID,
ID, delete by ID. Now, next one, count method is available. Okay,
yes, sir.
here exist method is available. Exist method is available. Like that, there are several predefined methods available in CRUD repository which are used to perform CRUD operations. Do we need to implement these methods or we no need to implement these methods?
no need to
No need to
implement.
implement.
No need to implement this method.
predefined method.
Or we implement these methods? We no need to implement these methods. We no need to
Yes.
implement these methods. Now, save method is used to insert one record. Now, this save method is going to take entity object. Save method is going to take one object as a parameter. Save all method is going to take
Yes,
iterable of
iterable.
entities. Iterable of entities. It is going to take
Entities.
to insert a record. Find by ID, it is going to take serializable ID as a primary. Find all by ID, it is going to take list of IDs. It is going to take list of IDs. Delete. Here you can pass one entity object as a parameter to delete the record. Delete all. Delete by ID. Here you can pass serializable. Here you can pass serializable ID. Okay, now count method. Count method is used to retrieve the count of records available in the table. So if you want to know how many records available in the database table, then we can go for this count method. Okay, now what is the purpose of exist method? Exist method is used to understand whether the record is presented or not. Exist method is used to check is the record is presented in the table or not. If the record is presented in the table, it will return true value. If the record is not presented in the table, it will return false value. Guys, all of you look at these methods now. All of you look at these methods now. It contains several methods to perform CRUD operations. Save method, save all method, find by ID, find all by ID, delete method, delete all method, delete by ID, count method, and exist method. Is this clear? All right. Now let's connect it to our database. We developed an application which is used to perform operations in our table. We are able to insert the record, we are able to retrieve the record, update the record, delete the record. Guys, could you please tell me what is the method that I need to use to update a record in the table?
Save,
Save method.
What is the method that I need to use to update a record in the table?
Save
Save
method.
method.
Do we have any method to update the record, or I don't have any separate method for update the record?
No,
I don't have any
have
separate
separate
option.
We
I
don't
don't have
have
method.
this.
Yes.
We don't
Only
have any
save will
separate
be.
method to update the record.
update
We
the
have
record.
save method, which is used for inserting the record as well as to update the record. Save method, we have to insert the record as well as to update the record.
Update the record.
Good, fine. Now, what are find by methods? 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 Guys, could you please tell me what is the purpose of find by methods now?
If customized method
If we
created,
want
sir.
to make our own method, then we use find by method.
Right. Whenever we are retrieving the records, find by ID, find all by ID methods are available to retrieve the record. So if I want to retrieve a specific record, then I need to retrieve that based on the primary key. I need to retrieve the record based on the primary key. Suppose if I have a requirement. All right, now, so if you want to retrieve a record based on the primary key, then we can retrieve the record. Suppose if I have a requirement to retrieve the record based on the non-primary keys, do I have any method for that, or I don't have any method for that to retrieve the record based on the non? Guys, do I have any predefined method to retrieve the record based on the non-primary key, or I don't have any record to retrieve the data based on the non-primary key? We don't have any predefined method to retrieve the record based on the non-primary key. Okay. So let me open our table also. Select star from students details. Students underscore details. That is our table name. Select star from students underscore DTLS. Select star from students underscore DTLS. Here ID is there, age is there, name is there, email is there. I want to retrieve a record whose student ID is equal to 103. Can I retrieve that record?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Yes.
How can I retrieve a record whose ID is 103?
Find by ID method.
Student
Find
find
by
by ID
Yes, sir.
one not.
For that, or there is no predefined method available for that? There is
No
a
predefined.
predefined find by ID. There is a predefined method. There is a predefined method. So if you want to retrieve the data based on the primary key, then we can go for predefined method called find by ID. Now, my requirement is retrieve a record whose name is Ashok. I want to identify a student record whose name is Ashok. I want to retrieve a student record whose name is Ashok. Able to follow this?
Yes, sir.
I want to retrieve a student record whose name is Ashok. Is there any predefined method to retrieve that record, or there is no predefined method to retrieve that record?
There is no any
Predefined
There is no
predefined method.
predefined
There is
method to
no
retrieve that
method.
record. Then we will go for find by methods. Then we will go for find by
Find by
methods.
methods.
Okay. So when we write the find by method, when we write find by methods, Spring Data JPA will construct query based on our method name. When we write find by methods, Spring Data JPA will construct query based on our method name. Okay, we have to follow the rules while writing the find by methods. Okay, now I want to retrieve a record based on the student name. Okay, now what is the student name field? Student underscore name is the column. It is mapped to which variable? Student name. You need to take this variable name and you need to write the method here. Okay, now public student find by. Always find by methods will start with the keyword called find by. Always they will start with the keyword called find by. Then you need to copy your variable name. You need to copy your variable name. You need to you need to write the variable name. Whenever you write the variable name, first character you need to make as a uppercase character. Now, guys, see here how I am going to write the find by name for that. Find by methods will start with a keyword called find by. After that, whatever the column that you want to use in the where class, that column mapped variable you need to take. That variable name, first character should start with the uppercase. Now I will write capital S here. Find by student name. So what is the parameter? Name we are going
String
to
name.
pass as a parameter. Name we are going to pass as a parameter. Now, can I call it is a find by method to retrieve the record based on the student name?
Yes.
Can I call it is a find by method which is used to retrieve the student record based on the student name?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes,
find by
sir.
student. Can I say it is abstract method?
Yes.
Can I
Yes.
say that it is abstract method?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Do we need to write the implementation for this, or we no need to write the implementation for this?
No need to write.
Do we need to write the implementation for this?
No
Or we
need
no
to
need to
write,
write the
sir.
implementation for this. We no need to write the implementation for this. Now, can I call that method? Can I call that method?
Yes, student
Student
repository
repository
dot
dot find by student name.
student name.
So syntax we need to follow. Method name should start with the find by keyword. Then variable name should be available. Variable name first character should start with the uppercase.
Classes.
Okay. Find by student name. Find by student. Yep. Find by student name. For this, please mute your mic. Now I'm passing student name. It is going to return entity class object. It is going to return entity class object. Now this is student record. Now I'm going to print that record on the console. System.out.println. Medium tech info. I will remove you. I will remove you from the class. Medium tech info. You are creating disturbance. Please mute your mics. Right. Now I am calling this method find by student name. I'm passing that student name as a parameter. Okay. Now, based on this method name, data JPA will construct a query. Could you please tell me how it will construct a query in the background? Select star from student underscore DTLS table where student underscore name is equal to given name value. Okay. Am I writing the query or data JPA is going to create the query for us?
Data JPA. Data
Data
JPA.
JPA.
We are not writing any query.
Data
We
JPA
are
will
just
create.
writing the find by method. Based on our method name, query will be constructed. Based on our method name, query will be constructed. So do you know how to print that query on the console? Do you know how to print that query on the console?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Show underscore S.
SQL, which is used to print query on the console. All right. Now let's run our application. Run our application and see the query which is generated and are we able to retrieve the record or not. Application started. Application started. Yep. Now see here, select student record where student name is equal to. So this query, who is generated this query, guys? Who is generated this query? As a programmer,
Data JPA.
did I write that query or data JPA generated that query?
Data JPA
Data
generated the
JPA
query.
generated that query and we are able to retrieve the record. Similarly, now I have a requirement. I want to retrieve the record based on the student email. Based on the student email. So could you please write the find by method for that? Could you
Yeah.
please write the find by method for that? First of all, what is our requirement?
Select
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 from
from student
From
DTLS
select
where
student
student
detail
email
student
where
underscore
underscore email
email is
equal
equal
to colon email.
email. Given
The
email.
public
That is the
student
query
find by
I want to
student
execute
email.
in the database. That is the query that I want to execute in the database. But I don't want to write that query on my own. I want data JPA to generate the query and execute that query. So could you please tell me the method name for that?
Yes,
It's
sir.
the
Public
Public
student
student
Public
by
student
student
find
email.
by
and by
Find by
student
detail
email.
email.
Can I
student.
write whatever I want? I need to write a variable name properly.
Yeah.
Variable name, I need to write it properly. Okay. I should take
Yeah.
this variable name as from here, and should I keep it as it is, or I need to write a uppercase character?
We need to
Uppercase.
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 Pass
String
email
email.
String
as a
email.
parameter. Then pass the email as a parameter.
Parameter.
Okay. This method, whenever I write this method, based on the method name, data JPA will construct a query like this. So can I say data JPA is intelligent here?
yes, sir.
Yes, yes.
Based on our method name, it is constructing that query. Do I have that behavior in the JDBC or Hibernate or ORM or Spring JDBC?
No.
We don't have it. This is the latest in the market. This is trending in the market.
Sir, in
So now-
Hibernate also, projection also internally creates query, na, sir. Even as a JP also.
Criteria, you need to tell what are the conditions you use with one line of code. You're going to generate, or you need to write multiple lines of code.
Yes, sir.
You have to write multiple
Right,
lines.
here within single line, just you are writing abstract method. It is creating the query dynamically. It is providing the method implementation also dynamically in the runtime. So
Okay.
this behavior is not there in the Hibernate.
Okay, sir.
Good. Now find by student, we are able to get that. Now similarly, I will call one more method. Student is equal to student repository dot find by student email. Find by student email. I will pass email ID in order to retrieve that record. So let me take one email ID now. So find by student name and student email. I'm trying to retrieve the record. Check the query which is generated. Run this program. For that abstract method, implementation will be created in the runtime. Query will be generated in the runtime, and it will execute that query, and it is going to retrieve that record. Now, see the query generated. Select all the columns where student email is equal to question mark. So whatever the method parameter you are passing, that will be supplied as a parameter to this query, and it is able to retrieve the student record whose email ID is equal to rom@ashokit.in. You see, we are able to retrieve the record. Okay. Now, I have a question. I have a requirement. I want to retrieve the student record based on name and email. So as of now, I have written a method to retrieve the record based on the name. I have written the record to retrieve based on the email ID. Now I will supply both because multiple people can have the same name. Multiple students can have the same name or not.
Yes.
Multiple people can have the same name or
Yeah.
not.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Yes, Ashok.
Multiple
Yes.
students can have the same name.
Hmm.
Okay.
Yes.
Now I want to retrieve the record based on two column values, based on the student name and based on the student email. Could you please write the find by method for that?
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
find by student name and student email.
Exactly. Now, what is my query should generate? Select
Select star from
star from
From student details
student
where
underscore
Student detail.
where student
underscore
underscore
name,
underscore
name,
name
colon name, and
and
student
student
underscore
email
email is equal to
underscore
colon.
colon email.
This is how I want to construct my query. This is how I want to construct my query. For that, I should write a find by method. Right. Could you please tell me how can I do that? Public
Student
find
find
by
by student name and student
and
email.
student email.
Email.
Do you understand the syntax that I am following?
Yes.
sir.
Find by student name and student email. Here, first one is
String.
what? Name.
String
Name.
name.
Second one is
Second one
what?
is email.
Find by student name and student email. That means where clause with and operator. Where clause with and operator. So here student name will be used and student email ID also will be used to retrieve that record. Now, good. Let us call that method. Student is equal to student repository dot find by student name and student email. We need to pass two values as the parameters. Okay. Sita is the name.
Sir, here so the email ID is the primary key or the student name is primary key?
No, student ID, these two are not primary keys.
Then like what if there are duplicate names?
Email, that
Like
you
there
need to
are,
restrict from the application. We should restrict one person should use unique email ID. That we need to check in the DB side.
okay, in the first query we are finding by name, no sir? Like if there are multiple Ashoks.
Then if you have multiple records, then you need to keep this as a list of student.
Okay.
Currently in my table, there is only one record. If you have more than one record, then you need to take it as a list of student.
Sir, in that case, is it going to throw some exception since we are storing it in the student not list of student?
Suppose currently what is my method return type? One object. If there is more than one object, it will throw the exception. So in that scenario, you need to take it as a collection.
Okay.
Okay, good.
Sir, can you apply on the joins also, sir? Same this?
No, sir. No, we can't do that. Okay. The data JPA is meant for simple operations with one table. Sir. You can do joins also, but it is complex. I will tell you one example with the joins also. Okay. Now here I have written a method with student name and student email in the where clause. So for that I have written method in such a way, find by student name and student email. Okay. Then I'm trying to print that record. See the generated query, how it is going to generate query for this. Run this application. Yep. Now see here, select all the columns, that is star, where student name is equal to given value and student email is equal to given value. So are you able to write the find by method with the two columns? Guys, are we able to write the find by methods with two columns?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Find by age. Right. Now I want
If
to.
you change the parameter sequence, then what will happen? It will be exception or
Not exceptions, sir. For name, if you interchange the parameters, if I first pass the email ID, second if I pass the name, what it will understand?
it will take a email ID as a name, right?
So
In
no
query.
record will match for that. No record will match for that. You don't get any record. Okay.
If the data type is different for another, like if you are fetching,
then exception will happen. Okay.
Yes, correct.
Now, so in which order you are writing the method, in the same order you need to pass the parameters also. In which order you are writing the methods, in the same order you need to pass the parameters also. Got it? Guys, all of you look at the find by methods I have written here.
Yes, sir.
Hello, sir.
Yeah.
Here we once use and operator. Again, if I want to add any other operator like or and, can we add or concurrent here?
And the variable name you need to write.
Okay, sir.
Sir, how can you pass list, sir? In
What
number of names I want to get in collection.
Custom queries we will write, sir. Custom queries we will write for that.
Okay.
Custom queries we will write for that.
Okay, sir.
Sir, if I wanna get 3 column names.
Now, hold on. Now, I want you people to write a method to retrieve the records whose age greater than 20. Whose age greater than 20. So greater than 20 means one student will be available or multiple students will be available. One student will be available, multiple students will be available.
Multiple students.
Multiple students will be available. So now what should be my query? Select star
Student underscore details.
Student underscore details where
Student age. Student.
Where student underscore age greater than
20.
Student age greater than 20. Now,
20.
if I execute same query in the database, how many records I am going to get?
4 records.
More than one record or only one record?
Multiple
records. So now I'm going to get multiple records. So how to represent more than one record in the Java?
By using list.
Collection. List.
Collection.
By using a collection. So what should be my method return type now? What should
List
be my
of a
method
student.
return type? So only should I take a student as a return type, or I need to take list of student as a
List
return
of
type?
students.
List of students, sir.
List of students I need to take as a return
List
type.
of a student.
Look at this method.
List of a student.
Public
Public
list of students.
public list java.util.list of student. Find by what property I need to use?
Student age.
Age. Find by student age variable name uppercase character. Find by student age greater than. Find by student age greater than. Then I will pass integer age. Then I will pass integer age. Find by student age greater than. Spelling mistake. Spelling mistake. Now, so if I write a spelling mistake, is it accepting?
No.
No, no.
Greater than. Now, I will give greater than equal also. I can give greater than, or I can give greater than equal also. Okay. So if you want to consider only greater than or greater than equal, according to that, you should write your method name. Based on your method name, the query is going to be generated. Okay. Now, if I give greater than equals, it will be applying equals here. Able to understand why I am taking the return type as a list of student?
Because it will return multiple records.
That query
Maybe
may
multiple
return,
students have.
that query may return more than one record. That's why I'm taking list of student as a parameter. Are you able to understand how to apply greater than less than conditions also? Yeah, right. Now, guys, anybody not able to understand this method? Find by student age greater than equal. So my intention, data JPA should construct a query like this. For that I am writing a method. Based on the method name, the query will be constructed like this. Good. Now let us call that method. Let us call that method. Okay, fine. Student repository dot find by student age greater than equal. Let me give 22. Let me give 22. What is the return type? Collection.
Entity. Yeah.
That is collection. Okay. How to deal with the collection now?
Using for loop.
Students dot for each of student. Let me print that on the console. System.out.println of student. So I'm not writing any method body, guys. I'm just writing a abstract method, and I'm not writing the query also. Query is constructing in the runtime based on the method name. Okay. Implementation will be provided to that method also in the runtime. Good. Now let's execute. Let's execute this. Yep. So see here, select start from table where student age greater than or equal to given value. As I have given 22 greater than equals, the record which is coming, whose age is 22. Whose age is 22 also, greater than or equals to 22. So all the 4 records are matching for the condition, and we are able to retrieve all those 4 records. We're able to retrieve all those 4 records. So with this, I hope you understand how to write methods. Okay. Now I want to retrieve the records whose age equals to 22 and 24. Only those 2 years people I want. If any person age is 22 years, or if the person age is 24 years, then only I want to retrieve.
Between.
Between means
No,
23 also
Like.
Or and
Like.
No.
or
In.
Like.
No.
Age like
And operator,
22
sir.
or
In
22 or
operator.
24.
In operator.
In operator. Am I able to get only those records?
Yes.
See here. I want to retrieve the people whose age is 22 or 24. Or operator also you can use, no problem. But if I want to pass multiple values, then in operator is recommended. Okay. Good. Can you tell me find by method for that? Can you tell me find by method for that?
Public list of students.
Select star from students underscore details where student age in I can pass a number of values. Okay. Two parameters I am taking. That is age 1, comma, colon, age 2. Got it? Age 1 and age 2. Guys, can you guess method name for that?
Yes, sir.
Public
list student.
public
Find
list
student age in.
Find by student.
What is the return type? One record or more than one
More
record?
than one.
More than one.
public
List of
list
student.
student.
List it will take.
List of student.
Find by
Find by
Find
student
by
age.
student
Student
age
age.
in and list of
List of
Teacher list of ages.
is it correct?
Yes.
Good. Now let me call that method. Okay. Student repository dot find by student in list of values I need to supply. Okay. Arrays dot as
Add
22 comma 24. Arrays dot as list of 22 comma 24. It is going to provide me students. Okay, that I am printing on the console. See the record, guys. Which records we are getting? The students whose age is 22 and age is 24. Okay. So if you want to pass multiple values for the column to retrieve the data, then better to use the in operator. Is this clear? Yeah. Look at all these methods. Look at the SQL queries and look at the find by method corresponding to that query.
Same way can we use between also?
Yes, sir, we can use.
Hello, sir. My question is regarding find all by ID method.
Okay.
Since ID is the primary key, so it is always going to return one record. So why there is find all method by ID?
Can you come again?
We consider ID as a primary key.
Yes.
So there will be always one record associated with that ID. But we have find all by ID method. So why that method?
Find all by ID, right?
Yes.
So
yes.
I want to pass multiple primary keys to retrieve multiple records. If you now there are 1,000 records available in the table. Okay, let me query one table. Select a star from CO underscore triggers. Select a star from CO underscore triggers. Now, so this is my table. Okay, now count rows. Almost 5,000 records minus one record is available. 4,999 records are available in the table. If I execute find all, what will happen? If I execute find all, what will happen?
It will return everything.
It will return everything. Now, I don't want to retrieve everything from the table. I want to retrieve the records whose primary keys are these values.
Okay, so we can pass multiple IDs to that method.
Find all by ID matlab, if you pass these primary keys as a list, it will retrieve only these records. That is the difference.
Yes.
Got it?
Yes.
Yep. Anybody?
How you are getting automatically return statement using keyboard?
Here, I will tell you that. I have written a method. I will keep my cursor at the end of the line. I will press Control 1 Enter. I will get the return type. Okay. Let's try. I'm keeping my cursor at the end of the line. I will press Control 1 Enter. I will get the return type. That is a shortcut, sir. Okay.
Yes, sir.
This method, all methods are the default methods, sir. So we have for all queries we have default methods in the data JPs.
These all are user-defined methods, sir, not predefined. These all are user-defined methods. We have written these methods. Data JPA is using our methods and constructing the query based on the method name. Default methods, predefined methods are these. These are the predefined methods. Whatever the methods you see in my interface, these all are my user-defined methods.
User-defined methods,
Yes.
based on find by.
Yes, based on the find by.
Okay,
where I need to reference, sir. For example, I don't know, right? Maybe some other use case also will be there. So, like, no, somewhere you need to document it, mentioning like that, sir. Actually,
In the Spring documentation, you can see that.
Okay.
Sir, if I write find by student age greater than, if I write greater than spelling mistake means it will show error.
It will show compile time error. It cannot compile that method.
How, sir? Why?
Why means if I write a spelling mistake here, the exception you are getting here, because is there any condition in the mathematics like a GRE greater? So it should understand the condition to construct the query, right?
Okay. Oh, got it.
Sir, that's what I confused, sir. If you we can we want to give this type of meaningful method name.
Suppose I did not get you, Raja.
No, sir. What I'm asking, so by the method name itself, it is understanding. That's what I'm saying, sir. That's what
based on the
method. No, they have been designed like that, so we need to follow some the syntax
simple,
like
sir.
that.
Now, let me tell you.
Designed.
They have brain. Okay, first thing, they are intelligent people. They have written the code in such a way. Whenever you start your query with find by, that means you are doing the select operation. For that, they will write select star from table name. Okay. So how they will understand the table name?
Okay, sir. Yeah.
How they will understand the table name?
Okay.
Tell me how they will understand the table name here.
When we are implementing the repository, we are passing the entity and the serial.
Based on this entity, they will understand which table they need to query. Okay. Whenever you start your method name with the find by, that means they need to perform a select operation. How to perform a select operation? Select star from table name. Okay. Now, after that, we are passing find by student name. What does that mean? So, they will understand in such a way. Find by means select star from table name. Student name is in the where class they need to use the student name. This student name is a property. This property is binded to which column? Student underscore name. Then they will add this column in the where class. For the where class column, they need to pass the data. Whatever the data that you are passing to your method as a parameter, they will pass the data to that column. So that is how they are understanding and they are doing the operation, man. That is programming.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. One thing, sir. For my understanding, I am asking this question, sir. It is some base question only. So in Java, even we write some normal name. That's base standard is there. We want to write like this. But we write some meaningful name. My Java program will accept. Like that, we can't write here. That's what I am understanding, sir.
Yeah, you're right. So generally for the Java methods, you can write any name, and Java compiler will compile it. For the Java method, normal Java method names, there is no rules. Just recommendations are available. You need to start your method now. I can write a Java method like this also. Do work. Can I call it as a Java method name?
Yes, sir.
Now, is there any rule that I need to follow?
No, sir.
No.
Yeah.
No. Can I write like this also?
No.
Yes.
I can write. Can I write like this
We
also?
can. Yes,
Yes.
we
But
can
it's
write
not.
it. But
It's not perfect.
Not following standards.
we
Conventions
can
are
write
available.
it conventional way. We don't
But
want to follow
Conventions.
one
Java
method
will
convention.
accept that.
Listen, sir. Lot of people are speaking. I will keep everybody in the mute. Whenever you are writing such a method in the Java, there is no rule and regulation that you need to follow while writing the Java methods. But naming conventions are available. Method name should start with the lowercase letter, camel case format you need to follow. But when it comes to the data JPA find by methods, rules are available, not the conventions. Rules are available. Okay, your method should start with the find by keyword only. In the method, you need to use the property name correctly. That property name should start with the uppercase character only. Then only data JPA will understand this method. Based on this method name, what it is understanding? Find by. Find by means what? Select a star from student details. Find by means what? Select a star from student details. Will prepare a query for this. Whenever it finds a find by keyword in the method name, it will write the query like this. But after that, what we have written? Student name. Then immediately data JPA will check in the entity class. Is there any property which matching with the student name? Yes, there is a property which is matching with the student name. If the property is available, it is mapped to which column? Student underscore name. Then it will take this one where student underscore name is equal to name. What value it will pass to that query? Whatever you are passing to your method as a parameter, that value it will supply as a query parameter. So that is how it is constructing the query in the runtime. Now, if I don't follow this, if I write find by name, as per Java, you can write anything as a method name. But in the data JPA, if I write a method like this, can it understand which column it has to use in the where class? Can it understand which class it has to use in the where class? No, it cannot understand that. So here, invalid derived query, it is giving an exception at the compile time only. It is compiling, it is not able to compile that method. Invalid derived query, no property name found for type student. Boss, you have given a name. I am not able to find any property with this name. So that's why you need to follow the rules here. If you follow the rules in writing the method name, then only it can construct the query. If you want something, you have to write something. Okay, so that is the naming convention you need to follow while writing find by methods in the data JPA. Is this clear for everyone?
Yes, sir. Understood, sir.
Yes, sir.
Good.
Sir, yes, sir. One question, sir. Actually, so Spring Data JPA supports batch.
Batch operation, yes, it will do that. Also, it will do that. We can do that.
Oh.
And sir, what if the student contains the address object?
Association, that you should not do that, sir. I told you, right? Data JPA is not meant for everything whatever you need. Data JPA came to the market to simplify COD operations of one table. Got it?
So in that case, I mean, what we should use Hibernate or write SQL queries?
That you need to go for that ORM technique where you can write your queries.
So simultaneously, we will use both the Spring Data and Hibernate also, right?
Right.
Sir, at what time we are using find by method is?
Sorry?
Find by method name is.
Find by method name?
At 21 line equals replace to is what happens, sir? Find by method
Find
is.
by student is greater than. If you remove this equal, then it will apply like this.
Okay.
You should not write greater than is. That there is no syntax like that. Greater than or greater than equals.
Okay, sir.
Sir, what is the difference between JPA repository and CRUD repository?
We'll come to know
Spring
that.
Data
So
JPA.
we are going with CRUD repository only. If you are comfortable with all, then I will talk about the JPA repository.
One question. Can we the primary key is mandatory for data JPA?
Exactly, sir. Not only for data JPA, if you go for any ORM framework, primary key is mandatory.
Because we can use the distinct and all this query, so that's why I was asking. Can we use that?
Yep.
So summary is like we have to write the method name, meaningful method name.
Exactly. Got it?
Yeah, got it, sir.
Yes,
HQL.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
Sir, can I share my screen, sir? I have some issues, sir.
Yeah, sure. We'll take it. So I will clarify your question. Guys, all of you comfortable with how to write the find by methods in the data JPA?
Yes,
Sir,
sir.
one question.
Very good. Fine. Good.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
This is
In
SQL queries or
student.java,
SQL.
if you change the name to student age to age, okay.
Sorry?
Yeah, here, if you are changing the variable name to age.
If I change the variable name to age here, then I have to change the method names also.
Okay, that's what my question. Yeah.
Yeah, I have to change the method names as well.
Okay.
Sir, can we use data JPA and ORM both?
Yeah, we can do that, sir. We can do that. Okay, good. So I want everybody to practice the predefined methods available in the CRUD repository as well as find by methods in the data JPA. Guys, now next thing is how to write the custom queries in the data JPA. Okay, so here am I writing a query or I am not writing the query?
Not writing the query.
Am I writing the query or I am not writing the query?
Not
Not writing the query.
Not writing the query. Then how query is getting executed?
Data
How query
JPA.
is getting
Spring data.
Spring data JPA is constructing a query. It is deriving the query based on the method name and it is executing that query. But I have a special requirement. I don't want data JPA to construct the query. Which query it has to execute as a programmer, I will decide. Which query it has to execute as a programmer, I will decide. That query data JPA has to execute. That is our next concept. That is called working with custom queries in the data JPA. So today in the project batch also there is no assignment. I will give that video for today, guys. After the session, I want everybody to practice these three concepts today. How to work with predefined methods in the CRUD repository, how to write the find by methods, and how to work with custom queries. Custom queries I have not yet explained. For that, there is a 40 minutes of video is available. In that, I explained what is SQL query, what is the HQL query, the difference between SQL and HQL, how to work with custom queries in the data JPA. That concept I have explained. I will share that video in the email now. Okay.
Okay.
Can you guys complete that video before coming to tomorrow's session?
Yes, sir.
Yes, we need to speed up. We are going very slow. Almost it has been 1 month.
Yes,
Today
sir,
is
definitely.
step 4.
Yes, sir.
Jan 4th we have started. Today is almost 30 days of classes are completed. Still we are in the mid of the data JPA only. That's why I want a little bit speed up. I will give that video for today. Please complete that before coming to tomorrow. That is also very simple. I hope you are able to understand it.
Can you please
Yes,
repeat
sir.
the assignment, sir?
Assignment. How to work with the custom queries.
Yes, sir.
Here, data JPA creating a query for us. Now, I don't want data JPA to create this query. I will write the query on my own. Data JPA should execute my query.
Yes, sir.
How to work with custom queries. That video I will send in the email now. In another 15 to 20 minutes, I will send that mail.
Okay, sir.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. Hi, sir. This is Vamshi. I'm new to this class. Yeah, actually, in my machine, already configured for the SQL developer, but I'm unable to execute that one. So, can I go with the H2 database?
Yes, you can use H2 database also, sir. I will explain the H2 database also. That is a part of our course.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
No, sir. So my question is, even though I know that custom query, but whatever assignment you have given, I want that assignment. You said custom query, then working with predefined. Another one, last one, sir.
Custom queries only, sir. How to write custom queries and how to execute them. That is the assignment. That a video I will share in the mail.
Okay, okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Okay, sir. One doubt.
Yeah, what is your doubt?
This query is SQL query or HQL?
Here, whenever you write this method, internally it will generate the HQL. That HQL will be converted to SQL by using dialect. Currently, we are not even writing the query. We are writing only method name.
Okay.
Okay. I'm not writing this. Why I have written this query? So here to understand what this method will do. To easily understand, I have written the query here, so that you can easily understand this method name. If I don't write this query, if you look at this method name, you cannot understand what is happening there. Okay. You may think that it is a normal Java method, but is it a normal Java method, or am I following some rules to write this method?
I'm following some rules.
What are the rules to construct a query? So whenever you call this method, internally data JPA will construct a query like this based on your method name. So that easily I can explain you the concept. Okay.
Yes.
Good. Fine. next one, I told you that assignment you will get in the mail, sir. If you don't understand, no problem. I will send you a mail with the link. So please watch that video today so that tomorrow class will be easy for you. Guys, when I told you to complete video watching, you have to do that. That I am not going to discuss again in the classroom. Tomorrow's class will be continuation to the video that I am going to send today. If you don't watch that video, you cannot understand. Today in the project batch also, I told yesterday I gave you assignment to complete the log4j video. Some people did not watch it. Today class, they are not able to understand. So don't create that kind of trouble. When I give you some assignment, you have to complete it. Good. Fine. Some people are facing some problems in connecting to the database, guys. Who's that?
Can I, sir?
Yeah. What's your name?
Bibu Manti.
Yeah, sir. I'm making you co-host. Share your screen, sir. Bibu Mohanty, share your screen, buddy.
Hi sir, good morning. Myself Praveen. I have a small question. Can I ask?
You can.
Yeah, this is related to Git. Actually, just we are asked to do the POC. So when we are developing microservices, like sir, we will have individual projects, right? For every service, we have individual project.
Exactly.
So when we are saving the code in the Git repository, do we need to create a repository for every individual project, or do we need to
every microservice will have its own repository? Every microservice is a separate project. Every project will have its own repository.
Okay, sir. So in that scenario, like when we are we have to for registering the services with Eureka registry, we will write your Eureka registry also individual project, right, sir?
Exactly.
For that also, just we need to have individual repository. Is it
right?
so?
Right, sir.
Okay, thank you so much, sir. Yeah.
Good. Anyone else? Bibu, are you sharing your screen?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Already shared.
Yeah. Tell your problem, sir. Guys, please help him. What is the problem he's facing?
Variable name mistake. Contact master repo should come. He's writing contacts.
Man, copy the variable correctly. In the 19th number you have, in the 19th line you have a variable name. Same variable name you need to use in the 25 line number.
Yes, sir. Contact. Just copy the variable name and paste.
You can remove S.
Remove yes.
Remove S. Contact masters.
Line number 25.
Class name.
Yeah. You can remove S.
Should come.
Guys, this is the video that you people need to watch for today. Okay, so I'm giving that video link in the chat box. You can just click on. Punish, you will get that mail today, sir. I will send you mail today. Guys, I have given one video in the chat box. That is the assignment for today. You people should complete that video before coming to tomorrow's class.
One issue is there. When we click on that link, it won't get open. It's showing some error in YouTube.
No, I have given the link now. Check it.
Okay. Okay, it's open now. Thank you.
What's your problem, sir?
Yes, sir. I think it's solved.
Variable names also you are not able to. What kind of doubt is this? Guys, now please start watching that video.
Okay, sir.
I will send you a mail also. I have given the link in the chat box as well. Please click on that link. I want everybody to complete that and practice. 3 things you need to practice: predefined methods, find by methods, custom queries. Predefined methods I have explained in the class. Custom methods also, find by methods also I have explained today. Custom queries, how to execute, that I have given a video. Please complete that video. So tomorrow, next concept we are going to discuss in the data JPA. Thank you. See you tomorrow, guys.